Hi, I'm Foong. Welcome to my channel, KL Properties with Foong. Recently, I've been posting a couple of new videos on new projects in Mont Kiara, like Mont Kiara, Pavilion Mont Kiara, etc. And I'm starting to receive more and more calls from my viewers asking this one question. Are new projects better than secondary market, aka subsale properties? While this is definitely a good question, but it's not a new one. Most of us who are in the lookout to buy in the property market will definitely have pondered upon this question. My target audience for this video is mainly for the first and second time home buyers and not really for the experienced investors out there. In this short video, I will try my best to help you organize your thoughts by providing a clear comparison of the two. But before that, please press the subscribe button for the latest news and videos on Mont Kiara properties. So, is new project better than sub-sale? Let's dive right in. Firstly, I'm going to be very honest about this. Both has its advantages and disadvantages. It really depends on your current situation and needs right now. And there's actually a whole long list of pros and cons which I can provide you. But since this is a short video, I've already selected the three most important points to me. I'm going to start with the most important point for first and second time home buyers. Point number one, cash up front. Do you have enough? You see, buying a property in Mont Kiara is definitely not cheap. And I advise you to do all the homework and make sure that you're familiar with all the so-called hidden costs involved when purchasing a property before you actually sign on the dotted line. Well, one thing for sure, purchasing a subsale property is definitely going to require a lot more cash upfront compared to purchasing a new project. Let's say you are purchasing a 1 million ringgit property here in Mont Kiara and you plan to take 90% loan. Here are the list of costs involved. Since you're taking 90% loan, you have to prepare cash upfront of 10%. So in this case, that's 100,000 ringgit. Normally, upon signing the offer letter, you pay 3% earnest deposit, and upon signing SPA, 7%. Next, lawyer fee for SPA. Now, for a 1 million ringgit property, your lawyer fee will cost you about 11,250 ringgit. Here in Malaysia, we use a standard multi-tier system. You can easily go online and use one of those free calculators to calculate your expected fees based on your property price. Now, since you are taking a loan, you will of course have to bear the lawyer fee for preparing the loan agreement as well. And for a property price at 1 million ringgit, you can expect to pay about 3,200 ringgit. Then, stamp duty for MOT, 24,000 ringgit. Stamp duty for loan agreement, 4,500 ringgit. Now, so far, the cash upfront is a total of 142,950. Wow, that's almost 150,000 ringgit. And that's not even including all the miscellaneous fees, renovation costs, buying of furniture, hiring of professionals to check your plumbing, electrical, the list goes on. So if you're purchasing a 1 million subsale property, now you know this is the minimum amount that you will have to fork out. Now let's compare it to new projects. Basically, all the fees involved are pretty much the same, except that for new projects, the developers normally try to entice the buyers by providing lots of freebies and discounts, rebates, free furniture, appliances. Of course, it differs from project to project, but usually the cost involved is around 3 to 5% of the SPA price. So we're looking at, for a 1 million ringgit property, you got to prepare about 30 to 50,000 ringgit only, compared to subsale, which is about 150,000 ringgit. Let's say cash upfront is no issue for you. So now, let's move on to point number two, timeline. For new project these days, it takes about 4 years to be completed, especially after the COVID era. So the golden question is, are you okay to wait for 4 years before receiving your keys to your new property? Or perhaps you actually urgently really need it right now. 4 years is actually quite a long time to wait. especially if you're currently renting somewhere. You basically have to pay your monthly rent and at the same time service your loan together. So that basically means double the expenditure. Well, unless you're living rent-free with your parents, then perhaps it makes sense to wait for 4 years. On the other hand, for subsale, once you have fully paid up, you can immediately receive vacant possession and start enjoying your fruits of labor. Last one, point number 3, reality versus proposed. In subsale, what you see is what you get. You walk into the unit, feel the vibe, check the feng shui direction, condition of unit, view from the balcony, and if you like what you see and feel, that is exactly what you are going to get. Hashtag what you see is what you get. Unlike new projects, well, you will often hear this from people who have visited the show unit. This is what they often say.
Yeah, show unit looks great and all, but to be very, very honest, I have no confidence and not really sure how the finished product will look.
Unfortunately, there is no guarantee from the developers that the actual development will actually look exactly like the show unit or what's shown in the sales brochure. You will often find words like artist impression, proposed, and all this sales jargon in the marketing materials that basically means no guarantee. Therefore, it is crucial to only buy from reputable developers to avoid disappointment. So in order to mitigate this shortcoming, many good developers have been incorporating AI technology. This is to help buyers achieve a good idea and experience of how the actual development will turn out. Some developers use virtual tours, 360 tours. Often they will provide expected balcony views from different level of units. All these are provided in order to help you decide which unit and development is best suited for you. So that's my quick take on, are new projects better than secondary market? Have you decided which one is for you? Let me know as I can help you find your dream home in either one here in Mont Kiara. Hope you have enjoyed this video. My name is Foong. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.